Greetings, everybody. This is the Doctor. Here we go. This is Season 10 of Star Trek Online. This is the Iconian War. It's here, and it's time to do it. This is the very first featured episode for this series, and I am looking forward to this. This is called Blood of Ancients. This is the first time I played this, complete blind playthrough, so no idea what to expect. So it says, attacks from the Iconian forces are imminent, and their gateway technology means that they can attack us anywhere. Admiral Quinn has requested your presence at a briefing on Earth Space Dock. Hail.
We know that attacks from the Iconian forces are imminent. Their gateway technology means that distance has little meaning for them. Once the war begins in earnest, we will be racing to cover too much territory with too few ships. But we cannot fail. To fight a war, we first need a plan. Admiral Quinn has requested your presence at a briefing on Earth Space Dock.
Of course, travel the Solar System, which I'm already here, in the Vulcan sector of the Beta Quadrant. Well, I guess that specifies now where they've put Sol. It's in the Beta Quadrant. Okay, so we get an enhanced universal tech upgrade. That's a huge boost on technology points. Destabilizing resonance training manual recipe. Destabilizing resonance training manuals. That's new. Anti-proton beam bank. Anti-proton dual heavy cannons, and these are Mark 12, not 14, unfortunately. And then it looks like there are more rewards to be given in the coming weeks. It looks like on April 30th. We'll get a resonant transphasic torpedo launcher, and on May 7th, that's down the road, we'll get a resonant disruptor beam array and a resonant disruptor dual heavy cannon. And then on May 14th, we will get a harmonic resonance relay console for tactical. We will look at all of these at the end of this mission and go over all the specs on all that stuff, but let's get right to the mission. Okay, we need to actually go to the briefing, but we are here on Earth Space Dock. Question is, where's the briefing? Do we need to actually go to Quinn? I guess so. It just says, the briefing. So, I guess we're here, so I guess that's where we'll go. It says travel, but I'm already here, so... Okay, before we begin though, really quick, you will notice I am on a different character than I normally do my run-throughs on for first-time missions and all. I am now on the War Doctor. He is exactly what he appears to be, the doctor who fought during the Time War. I thought he would be very appropriate for this type of thing. Fighting Iconians would be right up his alley. He is also a bit more equipped than Ensign Ricky. So unfortunately I have not spent a lot of time. That guy looks just like Assassin's Creed, does he not? That's an awesome costume. Anyway, yes, I have not spent much time on Ensign Ricky, so he is not very updated in terms of gear level and all that stuff. You know, now we are at level 60 and we can equip Mark 14 gear and all that stuff. He's not very equipped. The War Doctor, however, I have spent a lot of time on, and I will just briefly show you. For this run through, I am going to use the Delta Alliance set, complete ground set, Delta Alliance. It's the latest thing in the game, so I thought, you know what, let's go for it. And I am using an anti-proton high-density beam rifle for this. Yeah, it's for the Borg, but you know what? I've upgraded it to Mark 14, so it should do pretty well for this. Even this Tribble I picked out specifically because it gives me more energy damage, 2.5% all energy damage for 3,600 seconds, and maximum shield capacity. So that was a nice Tribble. That's the Raiden Tribble, by the way. I am using a customized kit, Spire prototype kit, and I got some really cool abilities on it if we need them for the ground. I've got Polaron Bombardment, I got Plasma Grenade, I've got Neutronic Grenade, Ambush, and Rally Cry. So we're all set up here. This is a tactical character, so this will be different. Ensign Ricky is engineering, of course. Also, I am flying a Phantom Intel Escort Tier 6 Starship. So this should be really nice. Starship masteries are completely unlocked on this. I've got this thing maxed to the nines. It's ready to go. Mark 14 gear, Console's maxed out. Hopefully this thing should do a lot of damage. I'm really going to give these Iconians and Heralds something to write home about. At least that's the idea here. Let's see if this actually works. I've heard that they do a lot of kinetic and physical damage, so you never know. Greetings. Well, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, so what do we actually need to do? Do I actually have to beam out and beam back in? Because that would be ridiculous. Let's see if I can transfer instances and do something here. It just says the briefing, but it doesn't say where to go. This is stupid. Come on, guys. Alright. Travel to the Sol System in the Vulcan side. Well, I'm already here. What do you do if you're already here? Now that is a huge flaw. If me, after 5 years of playing this game, cannot figure out where to start this mission, I really feel sorry for new players who are here and don't know where to go. I think it's actually going to force me to beam out and beam back in. My icon's jiggling here. It's like got hyperspeed. It's going over here and buzzing around. Look at that thing. It's jiggling all over the place. Wow, it really does not give me a contact to start at all. Ugh, cryptic. Here we go. Just beam up and see if beaming down will work. Who would have thought I would have had a problem even starting this mission in the first place? I guess I need to go all the way out to sector space and then beam back down? Is that what I'm going to have to really do? Wow. Okay, Sol System. Begin Blood of Ancients. I can't believe that's what I had to do. Well, there you go.
Welcome, and thank you for coming. We've gathered here the finest commanders from Starfleet, the Klingon Defense Force, and the Romulan Republic. We may have been enemies in the past. Now, we must fight as one. May I introduce Captain Cogran? He will coordinate our combined forces against the Iconians and report to the commanders of all 3 fleets.
Greetings. The Iconians have revealed themselves. War is now inevitable.
Sure.
While the Iconians themselves are few in number, their heralds are numerous and formidable. They are not like the servitors we have fought before. They are far more dangerous. We are already sending strike teams into the sphere the heralds use to access the Iconian gateway network. They will retaliate. And when they do, they will attack our most valuable targets. The gateways allow the heralds to strike anywhere. They can avoid or destroy any obstacle in their path. Therefore, the Alliance has decided to focus on defending key installations. We need time to create a strategy. To that end, let me introduce Captain Tom Paris.
Well, there he is.
Hello, everyone. Okay, we've learned a few things that could be a weakness in the Herald strategy. If we can exploit this, we can...
It's beginning.
It's
Their
on
goal appears
like
to be
Donkey
New
Kong.
Romulus. The Federation has a starbase nearby. Captain Paris, take your task force and the bulk of the fleet to New Romulus. The rest of you, report to Starbase 234. Right now, that starbase is all that stands between the Heralds and New Romulus. Hold the Heralds there as long as you can. We need time to evacuate civilians and prepare defenses at New Romulus. Today is a good day to die.
Kapla. I know that's supposed to be Tom Paris, actually Robert Duncan McNeil there, speaking, but it didn't sound like him. I don't know. That was weird. Alright. The starbase is already under attack, Captain. Setting a course for the closest group of Herald ships. Defeat the Heralds attacking starbase 234.
Herald ships on an intercept course. All ships, defend the starbase.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Straight into battle.
I've never seen anything like these Herald ships before. There's too many of them. Begin evacuation procedures.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Well, they're taking my weapons offline. Oh, I hate that. Golly, I can't even fire.
4 shields failing. Target shield has failed. Left shield
Ooh,
failing.
I'm dying.
Right shield failing. Rear shield failing. 4 shields failing.
Okay, they can do some damage. My poor little ship. They seem to have some kind of weapon disable and are disabling my weapon fire, and it's really annoying. Really annoying. Come on, other ships, come with me. Fight. Do something. Try to focus on one ship at a time here.
Target shield has failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shield failing.
I don't know what it was, but it hurts.
Below 75%. Right shield failing. Target shield has failed.
More Herald ships on sensors. Deploying reinforcements.
Right shield failing.
Starting my run from the station.
They're cutting through our shields. They're using gateways to get inside the defense perimeter. There's no stopping them.
75%.
Herald's closing in. Evasive maneuvers.
Right shield failing. 4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Target shield has failed. Four shields failing.
The Heralds are sending more ships. This isn't going to end well.
No, it's not. For them.
Four shields failing. Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
I'm flying
The
sideways.
Heralds are sending more ships.
Right shield
This
failing.
isn't going to end well.
Taking some damage. Just need to get far enough
Hull
away to go to
integrity
warp.
below 50%. Four shields failing.
A gateway has opened inside the station. They're boarding us. Security team, report to Deck 6. We're losing shuttles.
We've
Scout
lost
the perimeter
out.
before the next wave.
Can't.
Wow. Oh, it's a
There
lot.
are too many of them. We can't... All of the civilians and most of the crew managed to evacuate. At least that's something. but there's nothing more we can do for that starbase. Fall back to New Romulus. We need reinforcements to hold the system.
Negative. We can take them out. If we allow them to make a beachhead here, it's only worse. We need to clear them out. No, wait a minute. Why am I didn't mean to warp out. What am I doing? No, stop. I must have hit the wrong button there. Did not mean to warp out. I wanted to take care of them all. No. Crap.
Welcome to the war. The Romulans are asking for boots on the ground, but we've got more than we can handle up here. There are some weak spots in the Herald lines. If you can punch through to transporter range, you should be able to get a team down there to assist.
Fine. Well, on my next playthrough, I'm definitely going to stick around and make sure to clear that system. I am going to play this on the Romulan and KDF side, so I will be doing that. Okay,
nice flying. Now hurry up. We've got a war to win.
Well, thank you. I can't target.
Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Great work on those scouts. Now, take out the ships headed your way.
I want to take out these.
Target shield
Keep it up.
has failed.
They're hitting me with all kinds of crap.
Great work. There's just one more group between you and the planet. Give them hell.
That I can do.
You're close. Fighting on the ground is getting worse. They need you down there.
I'm working on it.
Target shield has failed. Left shield's failing.
Ooh, that is rough. That was rough, but fun. Beam to surface.
Hull integrity below
The situation has
75%.
become desperate on the surface. Good luck down there. And watch your back. The Heralds aren't pulling their punches.
You got it. Alright, we've entered transporter range, and I've locked in the coordinates provided by Alliance Command. TARDIS will remain in orbit and defend the planet, and I'm going to beam down. Ooh, I get my entire away team. Gosh, I hope you guys are ready. You know, I haven't actually looked at what you are using. Well, it looks like you've got some gear on, so that's good enough. Okay, yeah, alright, you guys are well. You're well ready. Let's do this. Yeah, that first battle was pretty fun. I love how it just took us straight into battle straight away. I was wanting that, you know. I think if they had done anything else, like have to save colonists or do something diplomatic, I would have pulled my hair out because I was ready to just fight some heralds and Iconians and stuff. Transport site secure, sir. We should clear the camp. Disable heralds near base camp. Can do. Have a grenade. This is one reason why I like the Delta Alliance set, is it has this shield bubble here that enables. I love that. I was thinking that should really help protect me on the ground battles here. So we are on New Romulus and it's on fire. Look at this. I love it's dark.
Thank
it's
you.
Night.
Now that the area is secure, we can call in reinforcements. Sub-Commander Zylan is ready to lead a squad to assist you. Should I call them now?
Yeah, let's go. Let's kill some things. It's a Riemann. Secure crumbling ruins.
Shield losing power.
Take my bombardment. That Polaron bombardment is really cool. Look at that, that's no problem. These guys are easy.
We need to retake this area.
Well, that's what we're doing, aren't we? I think I just rubber banded backwards.
More heralds are on their way. We can take a defensive position in the ruins.
Okay. This is easy, actually. I'm finding the ground pretty fun. Look at that, everything's on fire. They're harder in space than they are on ground. Ooh, what is this? It's dead. Herald energy beams punched right through its environmental suit. Between the weapon damage and losing heat and pressure, the Tholian didn't stand a chance. Oh my gosh. They, like, melted Tholians. I think I just made it angry. Ah, there, have a Polaron bombardment.
Personal shield losing power.
Sensors indicate herald forces inbound to this position. We must hold here.
Well, I don't see that being a problem because this is actually pretty easy right now. I thought it'd be a lot more difficult. But maybe we haven't hit the higher ups. Maybe they've just, this is the grunts. Maybe we've got more baddies coming.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Boy, the powers and effects that they are using are very unique. I really, really like it. The gateway. So far, so good.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
That's a big one, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
The ruins are secure. Next, we must clear the path ahead.
Alright. Clearing path. Actually, I'm following Green Arrow. What's that guy doing? What's he doing on the ground? Keeps kneeling over. Arrow says to go over here. What? That makes no sense. Arrow says to go in these rocks. Well, that is obviously not correct. Maybe this way? I haven't even needed to call in my reinforcements yet. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take much to kill them. I'm just using a regular anti-proton rifle here. Mark 14, of course, but still.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
It's a nice big battle, though. It feels like the scope is larger than previous battles in Star Trek Online on the ground. Definitely seems large in scale. It seems like there's, you know, a war going on all over the world of New Romulus.
We hold the paths. There is a camp near the power station. There will be reinforcements there.
I don't think we need them, but sure, if you say so. Yeah, I like to see there's Romulans spread out all over the place. Ooh, what's this? Another dead Tholian? I know the Tholians have been our enemies, but now I almost feel sorry for them. So apparently Tholians not a huge threat to the Heralds.
Flanking damage detected.
That guy went flying. Alright, this is going pretty good. Call in reinforcements, huh?
I think we can take it from here. Do you want me to call for reinforcements?
Sure. Alright, secure the temple.
Reinforcements are on their way.
There's a gateway opening to the north. Watch out! Gateway opening to the east. Watch out! Gateway opening to the east. There's a gateway opening to the north.
Sorry for being quiet there, but just concentrating on this and, you know, trying to shoot everybody I see. Not really difficult. It's just, you know, there's just a lot of them, but it's not really that difficult.
Heralds, inbound from the southeast.
Personal shield losing power.
I mean, there you go, right? There you go. Defeat remaining heralds. Are there any?
We have retaken the ruins. Shall I call in for our next objective?
Let's do it. Everybody's cheering.
The ruins are ours!
Yeah, but what about command? Ruh-roh. I think that's an Iconian. I think it's not happy.
Quick, this way.
I think we made Iconian mad. Well, did we just go into a wall? A hidden wall? Yep, we did. The Romulans have been clearing and repairing the gateway chamber since the incident when it was first opened. The gateway itself should be functional. If we can reach it, we should be able to use it to get back to the ship. I want to fight the Iconian, though. I mean, the Heralds, yeah, they're kind of easy. I want to fight that Iconian. Teams have been clearing and repairing the gateway chamber. Yeah, I know. Let's do it. I agree. Is it just me? It really is just me. Where'd everybody else go?
New Romulus is reporting heavy casualties. What happened down there?
Oh, constructs, huh?
Personal shield.
Sensors are picking up some unusual power emanations from the surface. Be careful.
Meltdown imminent. That does not sound good.
Personal shield losing power.
Here's the gateway we are familiar with. I guess they opened this back up since it collapsed the first time. What did we have here?
Your presence defiles this sacred space. Heralds, to aid, destroy these insects.
So is that an Iconian then? I do wonder. Harbinger of Matara. But what are you? Are you Iconian or Herald? You are an Iconian Herald. So it's, I guess, just a bigger Herald. Big Daddy Herald that I'm about to kill.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing
Can't see. Ooh, okay, it can do that. Ah, that works on it. My high-frequency electromagnetic pulse does work on it.
Personal shield losing power.
Ow. Huh, that works too. Harbinger is dead. Do I get its staff? Oh, please tell me I get its staff. I want the staff. Take the staff. Come on. I'm kicking it around. Take it. We had a perfect opportunity there, guys. We could have had that staff. It could have been ours. We could have had wizard powers. Don't you want wizard powers? I know you do. Investigate Herald activity. Access main gateway. Was a lot to do here. Wish this would expand further. Okay. Access. The gateway is operational, and as far as I can tell, the Heralds were inputting a series of coordinates. If they were looking for something, they found it. Well, I'm glad, because the Packlids were also looking for something, and I don't know if they ever found it or not, but they were definitely looking for something. The gateway is locked onto location. What do I need to do? You are not glowing anymore, so I need to go somewhere else to another glowing object. As far as I can tell, the Heralds were attempting to access the Romulan library files. They were looking for information about the Preservers. Why the Preservers? Ooh, are we going to get a Preserver connection here? Because that would be pretty darn cool. Now what? Gateway destination plotter. Okay, where would one of those be then? I guess I should go toward the big green circle. That'd probably help. The coordinates for the plotter are still set. It looks like they were going to the Preserver Archive on Leonis 3. So if you guys remember, the Preserver Archive, you know, was during the whole Breen missions. There were several missions there related with that, and at the end of it, you find the Preserver Archive, and you find that Preservers, I guess, were actually frozen and do still survive to this day. They were put there on purpose, and there's like knowledge about them and everything, but we haven't really learned what that knowledge is or the importance of any of that yet. Maybe we're going to. That would be really interesting. All that we know so far about the Preservers are that they seeded the galaxy, much like the Goa'uld seeded the galaxy with, you know, humans throughout, and then of course the Ancients before that even seeded Earth with their second iteration, whatever. Basically, the Preservers were like the Ancients. They seeded the galaxy with different species in a way, and let them grow up on different planets, and they became different alien species. Activate gateway. Gateway, go. Gate room, activate.
I'm a little busy here. What do you need?
The Heralds were investigating the Preservers, and they found their archive. We're taking the gateway, but you'll need to rally the fleet and meet us there. Wow!
Acknowledged. Wouldn't want to miss the party.
So we're
I'll get
going...
every ship with an operational warp drive headed that way as soon as New Romulus is secure.
See you soon. We are headed toward the Preservers. Wow, okay, we heard your conversation. The TARDIS will rendezvous with us there. Awesome! We are going to the Preserver homeworld. Well, I guess I don't know if it was their homeworld. Maybe it was their homeworld. But it's at least an archive. Here we are! Oh my gosh! I can't believe this is where we ended up. Out of everything, this is where we ended up. Sir, we're in the Preserver Archive in the Leonis system. The Heralds were searching for this place. We need to know why. I recommend we ask the archivist. There must be something here that either the Iconians want or they don't want us to have. Talk to the Preserver Archivist. This makes me wonder, why didn't we talk to the Preserver Archivist before about the Iconians? Shouldn't we have been asking her questions about the Iconians? Before now? Welcome. Long have we waited for our children to seek us out. Alright. If you guys do want a little bit of background, we'll just go through these real quick. Who are you?
I am the guardian of all who my people were and all that they remember. My task was to keep the archive safe until the day when our children would be united and would want to know who we were.
They've added.
Welcome, my children.
They've
I'm
added.
so happy to finally meet you.
They've added voiceover to this. There did not used to be voiceover to this hologram.
Long ago, life developed on our world before all others. We explored the galaxy, but we were alone. But what is life when there is no one with which to share the joys or the sorrows? So if the galaxy would not give us companions, we would create them. We created you. Our scientists seeded many worlds and directed evolution. We wanted you to resemble us. But more importantly, we wanted you to understand us.
So the obvious question here is, did the Preservers also create the Iconians and the Heralds? And if so, that's something. But if not, maybe they didn't, and the Iconians and Heralds were already there. So that's a question I have.
Hundreds. While each preserver has the genetic memory of the entire race, it was deemed important to preserve individuals, so that if the time came when we could live with our children, there would be sufficient numbers to maintain our species. We built this place and slept, dreaming of the world that would become. We dreamed of the world you would create.
Alright, what do you know of the Iconians?
The Iconians. I am not programmed for this line of inquiry. Would you like me to wake one of my creators? You can ask her all the questions you wish.
Please do. Oh, we're gonna actually meet a real living preserver. This is a first. Wow, it's a preserver! A live one! A living one! They've kept them here so we can communicate with them still. This is amazing.
Greetings, my child. Long have I slumbered. Why have you roused me now?
Greetings, Ancient One. We face a great threat from the people known as the Iconians, and we have come to seek your help.
Ah, the Iconians. They are the first of our children, and for a time, the most troublesome. They were different once, brighter. But our other children grew jealous of their gifts, and chafed against their rule. The war changed them more than they could understand. I will help you, my child.
Well, that answers my question. So, the Iconians are children of the Preservers, just like we are. They were maybe even the first of their children. Wow. Well, that answers a lot. So the Iconians, as powerful as they are, were not here before the Preservers. They were created by the Preservers just like we were. And just like every other race. So, that is really cool. So you know who the Preservers remind me of is the first one in Babylon 5. The one who created the races of like the Vorlons and the Shadows. What's his name? It started with an L, and it's gonna drive me crazy until I remember it. It's right there on the tip of my tongue, and I'm going to go absolutely crazy trying to remember what his name was. I'm sure somebody will fill it in the comments. Lorian. That's it. Oh my gosh, that just came right to me. That was amazing. My brain is actually working for a change. Lorian, I think that's right, was the very first one, and basically like the first one before the Vorlons and Shadows. That's what the Preservers remind me of. Really, really awesome storyline here. I'm liking this a lot.
Hold. I sense her approach. Our daughter, Matara, comes. She is first among equals, and her rage is terrible to behold. Go. I will retrieve what you seek, if it is not already too late.
So there is a thing here that we seek. Please hurry, Ancient One. Defend the Preserver. Okay.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Anytime now, Preserver.
on sensors. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power. Spiking damage detected.
Okay, here we go.
Know that your death will bring me no pleasure, Ancient One.
Now that's an Iconian.
Then make a different choice, my daughter.
I cannot. Long have we waited for this day. We will reclaim all that was once ours. We will rule this galaxy as is our right and our duty. None can stand against us.
Oh, it killed the preserver.
Not even you.
It killed his, like, basically his creator. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It killed him. He, she, whatever. No life signs. He's gone. To have lived so long and ended like this. We must do what we can to save the others, so they don't even care
We're in
about their
orbit, and
creators.
we're not alone. The rest of the fleet is about 2 minutes out, but the Heralds are here, and they do not look happy. If you're done down there, can you beam back to your ship and give us a hand?
Let me make sure that there's nothing else down here. Wow, so they're so angry or whatever they want, Iconians. They don't even care about their creators anymore. They'll kill them. Nah, that is craziness. Okay, let's go.
We're in orbit.
Hail
They
Paris.
are not kidding around. Raise your shields. We need to hold out until the rest of the fleet arrives. More Herald ships on an intercept course.
Here we go. Big battle time.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Where are the Heralds getting all these ships? More inbound.
Probably from the Dyson Sphere that landed near the Iconian system. Tom Paris, where you been? You should know that. They landed a ginormous Dyson Sphere on our doorstep.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
That's how
Is
that's
1 minute
done.
out. Keep fighting.
Oh, I'll do that, alright. No problem fighting. Next. Just give me something to fire at.
More Heralds. Oh, and I thought the Borg had a lot of ships.
Yeah, these guys, they've been waiting to do this for a long time.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
Just a little longer.
I was hoping that would get me out of that gateway. It did not.
Shields failing. Rear shields failing.
I can't turn. I'm trying to turn.
Left shields failing. 4 shields failing.
I gotta kill this gateway because it's killing me.
Shields failing.
Here comes the cavalry.
And the cavalry arrives just in the nick of time. Let's show these heralds what we can do.
Oh, you and I are thinking alike, Tom Paris.
4 shields failing.
I just want to kill the battleship. That's all I want to do is kill the battleship. There we go. Those solar gateways are nuts. Look at all that damage it did to me. Oh man, those solar gateways are killer. Von battleship.
Hull integrity below 75%. 4 shields failing. Target shields have failed.
Ow! Whatever it was bad.
We'll hold the Herald forces here. Alpha Team, engage that dreadnought before it can power up its weapons.
Great, a dreadnought. My Alpha Team? I don't even know what team I am. Feel like we can kill this one pretty easily. There we go. I felt like we could get through that pretty easily. Okay, now let's head toward this big thing here. Try to use my intelligence powers on it. I'm doing no damage to this thing. I'm doing no damage to it. Ah, a planet killer. Makes sense. Dang, they just went right for that. There goes that planet. There goes the Preserver Archive. There goes the rest of the Preservers, for that matter. Oh, it withdrew, huh? The Heralds have withdrawn, but this wasn't a victory. We lost almost a third of the fleet, and the Archive is completely lost. All the knowledge, all the remaining Preservers, they're all gone. The Alliance wants us to go to the Romulan flotilla for debriefing. I can set a course as soon as you're ready. Let's look around first. Oh, the planet's still there. They lied to us. That's gotta be a glitch.
Today is a dark day for the Alliance.
Everybody's jiggling around.
Starbase 234 is lost. The Iconians destroyed the gateway on New Romulus. Our fleet was defeated. And in one day, we lost a quarter of our ships. The Preservers are gone. And with them goes our hope of understanding the Iconians. Although the Iconians have withdrawn from New Romulus, they can attack anywhere, at any time. To be blunt, this may not be a war we can win, but we will make the Iconians pay dearly for their victory. We will continue to fight, to save what we can, to win where we can. And we will fight until the last one of us falls.
No resolution there. Is that it? Is it over? It's over. That's the end of the mission. That was a lot shorter. I mean, a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
Although this is a dark day, you have served admirably. The loss of the Archive is regrettable, but the Preservers are not the only casualties this day. There will be more death before this war ends. But those of us who survive will be stronger. The Iconians think they can win this war. They think we are weak. They are wrong. We will fight, and if need be, we will die. But we will fight until our last breaths.
Alright, since I'm not going to get another chance here to look at the available items, let's go ahead and talk about these items that it's giving us here as reward. We'll go over all of that, and then after all of that, then I will discuss what I think about the mission here, the episode. So bear with me here as we look at the rewards here first. So it looks like we're going to get a 30,000 technology point thingy here, tech upgrade. You can use it on any upgradable item. There's no quality improvement chance though, so you will not go from rare to very rare, or very rare to ultra rare, or ultra rare to epic. And no dilithium cost as well. But that's a pretty large technology point increase, so you can upgrade something to Mark 13 or 14. A destabilizing resonance training manual. This unlocks the ability to craft training manuals for destabilizing resonance 1, 2, and 3. And then you've got destabilizing resonance training manuals. This package contains copies of training manuals, so it's some kind of new ability. I'm not sure what that's all about. Dilithium ore. We have a choice here. We can choose a regular anti-proton beam, Mark 12, so it's not 14, but it is only 12. Or we can choose anti-proton dual heavy cannons. So if you're looking to upgrade your ship to an anti-proton build, this would be a good mission to play here. Just repeat it over and over and over again and get yourself a swath of anti-proton beam arrays or dual heavy cannons, whatever you need. And then of course you can also upgrade those to Mark 13 or 14 afterwards to make them even better. And maybe even increase quality on them too, you never know. You could increase that to ultra rare or epic. So that looks like the reward for today. But as on April 30th, there will be a new reward opened up, so you'll have to replay this again, of course. But something called a resonant transphasic torpedo. So transphasic technology resonant is the new modifier. Let's look at that real quick here. Kinetic damage with 40% shield bonus penetration. Resonant disruption wave. So on hit, a 33% chance of a resonant disruption wave. This wave will basically do physical damage with 100% shield penetration. So there you go. That's what that is. And it is part of a set. Ooh, look at that. It's part of the Preserver Resonant set. So apparently there is something there with the Preserver Archive that he was trying to get for us, but I guess this is it. Here's new resonant technology. It's there's going to be a resonant disruptor energy weapon, a resonant transphasic torpedo, and the harmonic resonance relay will give you a set bonus called resonance amplifiers and harmonic firing enhancement matrix. So this is part of a set. It's on a 3-piece set, so you only need three of the pieces. So those 3 pieces would be, again, the transphasic torpedo, the disruptor energy weapon, and the tactical console for that. And it looks like it is disruptor based, so that's interesting. I guess the tactical console energy type that would buff that would be disruptor energy. This is not anti-proton, this is disruptor energy, so that's interesting. And here on May 7th we will get the either disruptor beam or the dual heavy cannon, which I'm guessing would be usable as part of the set as well. So it looks like it's kind of grayish or whitish in color, or a dark white. That's interesting. If that's the kind of color that it fires, that would be the first time we've seen some kind of white coloring fire for beam weapons or cannons or torpedo. Some kind of whitish color or off-white color. That I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. And then on May 14th, to complete the set, is the Tactical Harmonic Resonance Relay, which is a plus 20% disruptor damage. That proves right there this is disruptor damage, so you will have to have disruptor damage consoles to buff the energy type here. Plus 20% transphasic projectile weapon damage, so that's console's also going to help the transphasic torpedo that it comes with, and armor penetration. So it's going to help you with armor penetration. I guess this is going to help you fight the heralds. That's what all this is meant to do, is probably to help you fight the heralds. So that looks like an interesting set. Unfortunately, we can't get any of those pieces because none of those are available yet. So all we can do... Accolade complete, spattered. For doing what? I don't know what that was for, but that's what it is. That's what I got. Spattered. Oh, just for completing the episode. Okay. The next one, of course, is Delta Flight. We'll do that next. But let's see. Let's look here at our rewards. So here is the anti-proton dual heavy cannon I just chose. Just a regular anti-proton dual heavy cannon. I don't really need it, but there it is. I'm interested in what this destabilizing... Oh, okay. This is so that we can create destabilizing resonance items, I guess. Training manual, science destabilizing resonance beam 1, training manual, science destabilizing resonance beam 2, and then destabilizing resonance beam. So you can create more destabilizing resonance beams. Basically, you can craft those yourself. That's what that's going to be for. So that's what that reward is. So it looks like the reward theme here is destabilizing resonance disruptor weapons. Disruptor energy based, but some kind of thing that's going to do more physical damage or something. Okay. Where's my ship? There it is. Alright. Well, wow. Okay, that mission is done. Let's head to Seoul. While we're heading to Seoul, let's talk about that mission. Obviously, it did not conclude. That there was no hard conclusion there. It just kind of ended suddenly. The heralds withdrew, and then the mission is over. So they are intending to have many more missions, I guess, about this. I haven't played the next one yet, so I don't know if that'll conclude it or not, or if there will be room for more after that. But where this episode leaves off is pretty much the heralds, Iconians, whatever. They knew that the preservers had something that could help us, and so that's where they went, and we followed them there, and we sort of stopped them, but not really. Kind of held them off for a little bit, but then ultimately they destroyed that technology, destroyed that knowledge, destroyed the preservers themselves, all that were left of the preservers. So now all of that is gone. So I guess that shows the lengths they'll go to. They don't really care about their creators. However, you would have think that maybe they would have done this sooner rather than, going all out against us by, initiating this war and then basically leading us to the planet. You think that they could have secretly done this without our knowledge and just gone there and destroyed the planet. If they were smart, that's what they would have done. But basically in this episode, they kind of drew us there. So that was a little weird. Not very good tactics on their part. But anyway, we have learned that the preservers did create the Iconians, and in fact were the first of their children that they created. So that's pretty interesting. And now all that information is lost to us. I don't know, maybe somebody got off with something somewhere. I don't know. That one preserver did try to help us find that information or whatever, but then it just didn't lead anywhere. So I don't know. That's kind of interesting. but we did learn a lot in this episode. We also learned that the heralds are not that difficult on the ground. I really did not suffer. Now, I am playing a tactical character, and typically tactical characters do more damage, ground and space. But the opposite is also true, that they tank less, because they are not as, beefy or buffed up as an engineer or a science could be on ground. I didn't have any heals, really, for myself on ground or space, but yet I really didn't need them on the ground. I wasn't really in danger. I was doing really well with not dying. I came close at times, but I think that Delta Alliance kit or set that I was using really helped. It has that shield bubble, but it also increases your health quite a bit. So I guess if you want to fight the heralds, the complete Delta ground set, I'll give that a thumbs up for playing against the heralds. Otherwise, I was doing really good damage to them. It didn't feel like they were that difficult, even the big ones. There was only that one Matra guy there at the gateway on New Romulus. She was hard. She was hard to take down. But otherwise, the rest of them were kind of fairly easy to take down, and I'm surprised how squishy they really were. I thought they would be difficult, and they were not difficult on the ground. Now in space, that's a different story. Again, I'm flying an escort, which tends to do a lot of damage but be kind of glassy. And I did blow up a lot. But I could see an engineer doing a whole lot better at staying alive, or a cruiser, or any type of tank ship. Probably wouldn't have too much problem, to be honest with you. If I were on my Galaxy X on Ensign Ricky, I probably would have stayed alive all that time. Don't know if I would have done as much damage, though. This ship definitely can do a lot of damage, but that was really the hardest part for me, was just that especially that first space battle. I was dying until I figured it out. You really just need to focus on one ship at a time here with the heralds and not try to do all of them at once. The end battle wasn't that bad at all. That was easier than that first battle. So if you're trying to, figure out what type of ship you want against the heralds, I would say probably something with a little more tankiness to it. A cruiser that can do a lot of damage is probably your best bet there for the heralds. And there are some really good cruiser builds out there that can do a lot of damage, so I recommend something like that for the heralds to do the best on. Although it's certainly possible with an escort, just like you saw. Of course, this is a tier 6 escort, but I didn't do too bad. It was all right. It could have been worse. Could have been better though too. But now that I've played it, I think I could do a better shot at it the second time. Now that I know what I'm getting into, or have gotten into, I think I can adapt to it and do better. Really, skill will improve more the more you play it, and that will make a difference as well. So where should I end on this run-through or playthrough of this mission? I enjoyed it. It was fun, a little shorter than I thought it would be, and kind of just leaves us there at the end. I'm not too thrilled after playing it. I don't feel any sort of conclusion or anything like that. I just feel like this is going to be a long, drawn-out war, and that's what it seems like they're building this up to be, is this just long and drawn-out thing where you just need to keep playing, the STFs over and over and over again to, earn those Iconian marks and fight the war that way. That's kind of how I see this. But I haven't played the next mission yet, so we'll see what happens. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed that. Blood of Ancients. A lot there that we learned, even though it was a short mission. And let's see, I'm going all over the place here. The next one will be Delta Flight, again with Captain Tom Paris. So we will see what that's all about in the next episode. I will replay these missions on KDF and Romulan after I get through them on the Fed side. They probably won't take as long, because now I know what to do, and I'll go through them pretty quickly and just see if there's any differences on the different factions. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed Blood of Ancients. Let me know what you think of this new mission. I mean, this is it. This is Iconian War. Here we are. What do you think? How good of a job has Cryptic done here? Let us all know. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.